Hey guys, my name is Emily and welcome back to my channel where I review, critique, and summarize scary children's books. Today I am going to be doing a book tag, another book tag. I haven't done this in a while, so I figured why not do a perfectly fitted one. I'm going to do the childhood book tag. The original tag for this was done by Anthony Andrews. I'm going to link his video in the description below. So yeah, let's talk about kids' books, as always. Okay, so the first question is, what was your favorite book as a child? And I think I talked a little bit about these books on my channel before, but my favorite book was definitely Winnie the Witch. This is a picture book by Valerie Thomas that is illustrated by Corky Paul, one of my very favorite illustrators. And it's actually a series, so the one that I'm holding up right now, this is like a 6-in-1 collection of all of the Winnie books. I love these books to this day. I just adore them. The first one is about Winnie the Witch, whose entire house is painted black. Everything is black. That's like her theme color. But the problem is that she also has a little black cat named Wilbur. And Wilbur, because he blends in with the rest of the house, is always being tripped over. She's always accidentally sitting on him. So Winnie's solution is to turn Wilbur green, which Wilbur does not like at all. So she has to come up with another solution, and at the end of the book she decides to let Wilbur just be his wonderful self, and instead she will paint her house all different kinds of colors. And I have to share with you this wonderful illustration of Winnie. I don't know if you can see her. There she is, and check out her like fantastic like stubbly legs. She is such goals. I love her. Okay, so the second question is, what was your favorite film as a child? And I know this sounds super weird, but when I was a kid, I was obsessed with, we had a VHS of Michael Flatley's Lord of the Dance, and I watched that VHS over and over and over. And I know that there are other kids that did that too, because I have seen you in YouTube comment sections, people who also did this. I know you're out there. Yeah, when I was a kid, I loved the music, I loved the dancing, I would like try to dance along with it. It was so much fun. And to this day, I love that show. I watch it all the time on YouTube. The music is great to study to. If you guys are looking for like studying music, I study to it all the time. Anyway, so Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance, was my favorite video when I was a kid. Okay, number 3 was, what was your favorite song as a child? And I don't know if I really have an answer for this one. My mom listened to Time to Say Goodbye over and over and over, so I kind of absorbed it when I was a kid, and I sang that a lot, so maybe that was my favorite. I just remember being a kid and like belting out this operatic song all the time. My poor parents. Okay, number 4 is, what was your favorite television program or television show as a child? I loved SpongeBob SquarePants when I was a kid. I still think it's actually like a really well-written show. I haven't watched any of like the newer episodes, if it's even still on, I don't know. But like the second season in particular was just really well written. Like to this day, I think it's super well written kids television, so I loved SpongeBob. And then when I got older, like middle school age, I really enjoyed the show 16. Did any of you guys watch 16? I was such a big fan of that show. Another kids show that was really well written. Oh, and Totally Spies, obviously. I love Totally Spies. All right, the 5th question is, who was your favorite author as a child? And I feel like this one is pretty obvious. I think you guys can see like a little bit of my Goosebumps collection up there. I'll do a video on my Goosebumps collection at some point. But it's, of course, R.L. Stine, of course. But I have to say, I also loved Terry Pratchett. So Terry Pratchett is like right up there with R.L. Stine. He just didn't have as many books for me to read. Okay, the 6th question is hard. It's, what was the worst book you read as a child? And I don't really have many standouts as having been bad. I did read this book that I've heard nobody ever talk about, and it was called, I think it was called Time Cat, and it was about a cat that could travel through time, and the cat takes these like 2 kids on an adventure with it. I do not remember anybody talking about that book or ever hearing about that book again. I don't think it was necessarily bad, but I also don't think it was necessarily good. So maybe I'll just say that. Time Cat. If any of you guys have read Time Cat, let me know. Okay, the last question is to pick one character from a childhood book that you would want to meet and be friends with. I would pick Winnie and Wilbur because I love them so much. Also, I think it would be super cool to meet The Amazing Maurice and his educated rodents. I loved that book as a kid. The Amazing Maurice was such like a fascinating character, so I don't know if I would want to be friends with him necessarily, because if I remember correctly, he's kind of a con man or a con cat. Honestly, I think I would like to meet and be friends with Matilda. I really identified with her as a kid because she read a lot. So yeah, childhood me would definitely want to meet and be friends with Matilda. She's super cool. Okay, now I get to tag people. I will tag Caitlin, my friend Caitlin from Lit Bookology, if you want to do this tag. Vendi at Caught Between Pages. Mary at With Cinnamon, please. And Sam at Sarcasm and Sci-Fi. And also anyone else that wants to do this tag, because let's just talk about kids' books forever. I would be so happy. Alright guys, so that is it for my video today. If you guys liked it, go ahead and give it a like and let me know in the comments below if you guys have read any of the books that I've mentioned. If you guys want to see more of me on here, go ahead and hit subscribe as well. I will be here doing scary kids book reviews and videos like this for the foreseeable future. And you can follow me on various social media as well. The links are in the description below. Alright guys, thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!